engage.
Well, it's this idea. Jesus is all in all, and He is sufficient. But imagine this, having a relationship with someone, and while the love is great and it's wonderful, but you're not able to engage at every level possible in that relationship. That's how it is with Jesus. It's like having Jesus, having the love of God, the desire of God, and yet He's got this entire world to go along with that relationship. He's got an entire world for you and I to experience and to engage. So what we do is we theologically go around, and it's almost like we brainwash people. Well, all you need is just Jesus. You don't need it. All you need, but no. You don't need that. You don't need that. And we start excluding everything. We start getting rid of, almost making people feel guilty for wanting something else other than Jesus. And the revelation is this, is that Jesus is all in all, meaning that everything that exists is in Him, and therefore He's saying, I own it all. And I want you to experience it all. And all of it is yours. So I don't want you to just settle for the emotion. I just don't want you to settle for the experience. That's the revelation of Moses. You know, but Lord, wait a minute. We just can't have this. We just can't. How will they know? No, we got to have you. We got to have all of it because we need all the trimmings to go with it. And so there is this mind that God is bringing us to. Let me speak to you a little bit just about this donkey. I'm still enthralled. I never thought I could be enthralled by the donkey so much. And over a period of time, I've been speaking about Balaam's donkey because I've actually encountered this donkey. And Balaam's donkey is absolutely amazing. And how many know that, creation in heaven, they operate different than they do on earth. And Balaam's donkey was just a glimpse into the reality of what actually occurs in heaven. How creation interacts with the sons of God and all of these different things that take place. And as I'm constantly, being reminded of Balaam's donkey and how his eyes were opened in Numbers 22, how his eyes were opened, and actually he was seeing what the prophet could not see. He's moving along and he's seeing what the prophet could not see. And not only could he see what the prophet could not see, but he spoke. He was able to, all of a sudden, he was able to speak. And what I want you to grasp right now is out of Hebrews, and I just want to bring this attention to you, or this to your attention, is 2 Peter 2:15. It says this, forsaking the right way. It's talking about all these people doing all this stuff, evil, going through this whole history. And it comes to verse 15 in 2 Peter 2, and it says, forsaking the right way, that they have gone astray, having followed the way of Balaam. I mean, not only in this nation, but other nations in the world. And God is going to restrain that through you and I. Many have just given it over and just said, no, this is just part of it, and there's really nothing we can do about it, and just let things be, and God will come along, and He'll do what He wants to do. No, the reality is He's already come along. And He's already done what He wants to do in you, and therefore has equipped you, but He is about ready to restrain the madness that has been going on up in the land. What people have said that is out of control and there's nothing that you can do, you are going to rise up into a revelation of authority. That's why God is changing your mind through teachings and certain things that are happening, understandings of the Word. But He's also going to cause you to entertain an invisible world. And once you do, that world that is invisible will become visible. And it will cause a huge restraint to come upon the people. So let me just show you a couple things about this donkey. The word, first it says that he was mute. Some translations use the word dumb. And it's ophanos. And it means to be voiceless. So here you have a creature that had no voice. He had no voice. He wasn't able to speak. He wasn't able to, so therefore he was considered mute or dumb. The word voice, phone, it means disclosure of information. Think about this. Disclosure of information. To say you have a voice is to say something has been disclosed to you.
Yes.
So let me just tell you right now, man, I feel a buildup of the Spirit right now. I mean, just something's happening.
Yeah.
There are many people in the earth that have felt like that they have no voice, that they've been muted. They feel like it's like this dumb spirit, you know. It's just like kept them out of touch or away from all this stuff. So what happened to the donkey was this, is that once he received knowledge from God, once knowledge or the intentions of God was disclosed to them, his mouth was opened.
Yes.
In other words, what was restraining him was released. And it was because information, it was because knowledge came to him, and the knowledge is what gave him a voice. I'm here to tell you that right now, that people that have felt insignificant and have felt like that they're just no worthiness, felt like that they just don't have anything to offer, God right now is giving them a voice.
Yeah.
He is giving you a voice to the degree that the knowledge of God is going to come to you to such a degree that all of a sudden you're going to stand up and say, wait a minute, I have something to say. I have something to disclose. God is giving you, understand, that's what gives you a voice. That's what gives you inspiration. Because that word also means to proclaim. Who would ever thought that a donkey would proclaim the word of the Lord?